Hi, guys, welcome to the Art of Conversation, the show where we dive into the latest trends, issues, stories shaping the lives of people out there. And I hope you had a beautiful day. Welcome once again. My name is Ngoka Goodness Hannah, and I'll be your host for today. Today, we're going to be talking about a very wonderful topic, fascinating, sensitive, controversial topic, which is the concept of hookup. Drum rolls. Okay. And with me to navigate this topic, we have four wonderful people, amazing people today to help me out to discuss and like share experiences, dive into this topic. Yeah, we have Mitchell, we have Grace, we have Ananias, we have Juanita. I'm so glad to have them in the house. Yes, we're so happy to like have you guys in the house. We'll be starting with a little introduction. Tell us your name and what you do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, my name's Juanita. I'm a student. I'm currently studying law. And I've lived in London my whole life. I'm also a writer. And yeah, that's it. That's all. That's me.
Hear you. Hi, my name is Anais. I live in the United States. I am a writer, an amateur cultural critic. I do a little bit of everything. Yeah, I'm an artist. So yeah.
Everyone. My name is Grace. I am a graduate of mass communication from Imo State University. Um, I work as an executive admin for the Extraordinary Women Academy, a renowned academy that focuses on women empowerment. I am also a tutor. I have taught a couple of students in Nigeria, Lagos, Owerri, the city of Owerri, Imo State. I also own my own brand. I make popcorns. I have varieties of popcorns from soya popcorns to caramel popcorns. So I can say that I'm also an entrepreneur. So that's basically for me. Thank you.
Hello guys, how you doing? All right, my name is Michel. I'm a graduate of Imo State University, busy and weary, and I'm a realtor and a digital entrepreneur as well. So it's a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you so much. That was a very lovely one. We have distinguished individuals here with us, and it's a pleasure to have them uh, in the house. We'll be starting off strong with what does hookup actually mean to you? What do you see hookup as? What would you define it as? What is it in the country that you're in? What does it mean to the people around you?
It can mean a lot of things. Like, I guess, when I was younger, it was kind of, cause I'm millennial, it was mostly kind of like related to, who you met. So it
Yeah.
was, I guess, kind of like college hookup culture. Um, that's changed drastically now because of online dating, and so now it's kind of gone towards like the Tinder kind of thing.
Okay. I feel like there's a lot of meanings. I feel like some people when they say hookup, they mean like just like kissing, whatever, and then some people actually mean like sleeping with this person. But like to piggyback off of what Anais said, I feel like Tinder is kind of like it's like an internet version of like college. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like it's just online, but in college, well, in my experience in college, everyone like kind of just goes to parties and they just talk to whoever and whoever they find like attractive, they kind of like I guess hook up with them, and I feel like that's kind of the same culture like on Tinder. But I think hookup culture is really just really it's meant to be like a light-hearted, just like a one and done situation. It's meant to be like you do it and you just like act like it never happened type of thing. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that people with different perspective are here. I mean, the likes of Ananias and Juanita, they were like saying something about it, like in their own side, they have their own culture of like people just come to meet up with
Yeah.
people. Yeah, but in my own country, Nigeria, let's just put it Africa. I'm just gonna put it, it's universal, yeah. That hookup is more like a transactional business. Yeah, people just come to meet someone, not just because like you're attracted to the person or you feel like
Yes.
I have something to do with this person. But the
Yes.
main
Yeah.
ball game right here is just like you want to meet up with this person because you know it's
Honestly,
a business.
yeah.
All right,
True, true.
there's
Very
something
true.
that this party is gonna benefit. Either it be from the the female gender, also the male gender as well. So it just is just a different ball game. But
I want to say hook up means link up. Okay, like Mitchell said, it's more like a transaction. So it's basically meeting people, having something sexual to do with them without emotional attachment.
Yes,
So that's
yeah.
what I understand by hook up here. It means, okay, I like you. No, I don't even have to like you. I want something that you have. So I don't care if our intellectual um, ability match up. I don't care if we're psychologically compatible. I don't care if we're physically compatible. I don't care if we're compatible health wise. I don't care if we're mentally compatible or I want to be like you or there's something to learn from me. I just want to see that. I just want to have something sexual. So for me, I think hookup is sexual rather than networking, which I think the intention is or was for. So it has been, demoralized and, turned to something else. So it's more like it's basically a sexual thing. So if you're hearing someone tell you, I want us to hook up, I think you should just flee.
Now talking about the pros and cons, what are the negative effects of this hookup culture? Like what are the dangers that people will look out for?
Okay, everyone knows that like the culture of like hooking up, it can have like a lot of physical repercussions. You know, you can catch STDs. You know, you might even this might not be a thing in Nigeria, but in London, I feel like a lot of people like there's loads of blurred lines like in hookup culture, and so like people will start like hooking up with someone, and you know, to one person it could be like just a fling, and to the other person it could literally be like a whole relationship, and so like feelings can get mixed in, and it's no longer just like hooking up. Do you know what I mean? It becomes way deeper than that, and it can have like a mental effect on the people involved. I also feel like obviously in London, I feel like not is I don't know, in London, I would speak for London because I live here. I feel like sex work and stuff like that is very like taboo. Like people do it, but they don't talk about it. They don't like speak like super openly about it because they're like really scared to be judged. Everyone in London just acts like they don't do anything dodgy. So there's like this whole front in London. I feel like. And so I feel like when you do stuff like especially online and when you're mingling with a lot of different people in like high places, you can do that and it's
yeah,
fine or whatever. But then when you want to like cross over into maybe like a normal 9 to 5, or you want to just be a mother and be a stay-at-home wife, like maybe a man might not want to wife you because they know what you've been up
yeah,
to in the last couple of years, or like you're still gonna have that like that thing hanging over your head of like, oh yeah, she used to do that, you know what I mean? So it can be hard to maneuver like society after doing that because people still judge you in a negative way. Like there's definitely a stigma around it.
exactly. All right, there's a lot of negative things here, a lot. I'm gonna put it this way: you're prone to, you have the the possibility of getting diseases like such like HIV, AIDS, and what's it called, STD, gonorrhea, and stuff like that. There's a lot. Most times, most times when you get to when people who indulge into hookup can also be be in a lot of problem for themselves that they might not really have an idea. Let's just sum it up to infections. You have that possibility of having a lot of infections that could actually that can actually be of danger to your own health. You understand? So there's a lot of negativity into it, but people can just say, oh, they're using this aspect to make money, yeah, to take good care of themselves.
That was a very lovely contribution, you know. That was very lovely. Yes, STDs. Infection has always been one of the core
Yeah,
things that people take away from this hookup culture. The having infections, syphilis, gonorrhea. I heard that there's this new one called HPV, which is
yeah.
quite contagious. I'm telling you, like mentally too, you can really have issues mentally from this. Depression, anxiety
Yes.
can come from these hookup issues, you know. It's quite sad that people get involved in this, and even being used for ritual, like being used for ritual can also, do you understand, be a downside of this. I have another let's see, we all know about the dangers, right? We know about the dangers of hookup. Like, why do people keep doing this? Like, with the statistics of people getting dismembered, killed, they still like get into this hookup issue. Like, why do they keep involving themselves with this thing? Why do students do this?
People do things for different reasons. Never think they're going to become a statistic. That's like those are other people. Those are just numbers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like earlier I said there's a lot of frustrated Nigerians, like not like it's their fault, because you see a lot of people who
Yes.
just graduated from university and they have nothing to show for it, and they get into something that they don't want to really get into. All right, there are people with bright mindset that will tell themselves, oh, I just want to work hard, I just want to do something legally, and make money for myself, you understand, provide for my family. But people just want to say, oh no, I can't stress myself, let me just make this thing, let me just make this money fast. People just want it fast. All right, but at the same time, I'm not gonna blame anybody, I'm not gonna judge anybody. Everybody has their own mindset of dealing things. All right, but
Yes, you're right. Now, finally, we would like to have an advice. Like, what advice would you give people considering like to go into it? People that are planning to go into this hookup culture, or people that are already in it. What would you tell them to do and not to do?
I would tell them to, really think about why what their goals are, what their long-term goals are, why they're doing this. And, just really, really reflect on, what if this is really serving their true values and serving who they really are as a person. And if they are thinking of going into it, really, really, really like look around and really, really think about actually really what you want for yourself. Or if you're really just like thinking, is this just about ego? Is this about validation? Is this about gratification? Is this about, you know, am I trying to run away from something? Is
You're right. They should consider thinking about their life and thinking about the long run. Like, would you like to do this in the future? Would you like to
Yes.
go on with this type of lifestyle? Think about the syphilis, the gonorrhea, the anxiety, and everything that would be coming from this lifestyle. You know, it has a lot more to it than
Yes,
the
yes,
glamour and
yes.
everything.
For someone that's about to venture into that, I would let them know that they are actually worth more than what they think. Because if you see yourself as something worth more and place value on yourself, there'll be some things that you wouldn't do to yourself. So I need them to see the bigger picture. I need them to see how amazing they are, how befitting they are, how there are other things that you can do. You just need to be empowered. I know it's easier to say because we are not in such situations, and you can always speak from a counseling point to always let them know, oh, this, and they go about telling you, you do not really know how it is for us. So you can't just tell us to just stay. But the truth is, if you see yourself as worthy, if you see yourself as accepted, if you have a positive self esteem about yourself, you love yourself. Yes, you love yourself. You need to have a rethink. Then for some, then we need to, then for those that are thinking of venturing into, then we ask, what exactly is your problem? Is it financial? Okay, then we now take them to the appropriate organizations. For the ones that have financial issues, we just take them to the appropriate organizations to help them. Then for the ones that probably is greed, we need to do some pep talks. Probably is peer pressure. We need to help you develop a positive self-esteem for yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to love it doesn't matter what the next person thinks about you. You need to love yourself. Then for the ones that have gone deep, then for the ones that have gone deep, they need to heal, breathe, and seek help. Basically, you need to heal. You need to breathe. You need to. It's not easy to just tell them, come outside, let's give you money, let's empower you, let's get you to a business. Some people are addicted, some people are way into it. So they need to heal first. You need to know what led them there. You need to speak to them. You need to seek help. They even need to breathe. Take away all of the pictures, the objectification.
Yes, honestly, so many ladies are objectified. Like, you look through the social media, they are sexualized. They need to really breathe, take a break. You get? Now, that brings me to the question: what role does the social media have to play in this hookup culture? What is it playing? What is the role that the social media plays in this hookup culture and hookup in general?
Social media as a tool for enabling these people. Yes. Social media is a negative tool. No. I would say that social media. Mitchell said social media has caused more harm than good, but I would like to oppose that. I feel like putting this on a scale. Of course, we have more advantages for me to disadvantage. I feel like the world would be a dark village if there's no social media. I probably wouldn't be speaking to Anita today or Anayas today if not for social media. So I feel like there are a lot of positive things that we can actually do. It's just that, of course, does enable them. It makes it faster for them to get through their customers around the world very fast. Social media is very addictive, and there are a lot of things that you don't want to see
Yeah,
on.
I agree. I agree with that. But I do think like like now, social media is literally just like a e-commerce platform. Like when I scroll on TikTok, all I see is people trying to sell me stuff and people trying to convince me that like I need this like handbag or I need these earrings. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing with OnlyFans and just even like when you see like an OnlyFans person, like, they literally buy a house with their OnlyFans money. They pay all their debt. They buy their parents a house. Like that is just like that's amazing. Like everyone wants to do that. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to like yeah it's hard to like not want to do something like that when it just seems to have so many rewards.
True. The OnlyFans, the only has been glamorized in such a way that it's even recruiting more people. Like when they see the glamorous lifestyle, people posting, buying houses, they're just like, I think I might key into this, but
Yes.
it's still the same thing. That's to show you that the social media has even taken it to another level, taking hookup prostitution to another level because they've already changed the name to OnlyFans. It has turned to another thing. Like the social media has a lot to play, and that's even made life easy for them because one video, boom, your phone is blowing up. One TikTok post, one Facebook post, one Instagram tweet with one hot picture, your phone is blowing up. Clients are everywhere. Yeah, so that's just it. Hookup will keep being there. It will evolve. That's just one thing, to keep being there from time to time. It's something that we should expect, look forward to. If you say you must actually engage in the act of hookup, please, please, and please make sure you take the right precautions. Like, make sure you're using your protections, you're taking drugs, you're doing your routine checkups. It will really help you if you say you must actually engage in this. We've come to the end of this amazing podcast. Thank you, Juanita. Thank you, Anais. Thank you, Grace. Thank you,
All
Michelle,
right, thank you so
for
much, Goody.
sharing, contributing, advising, imputing into this matter. Thank you so much for being guests on this show. Till we meet again and next time, we look forward to hosting you more. This was a very wonderful one. Thank you for sharing this advice with the younger generation. Thank you for advising people out there. This is going to be a source of help to a lot of people. Stay tuned to the Art of Conversation.